Hello students, how are you? Hope all of you are doing well. I am Dr. Smruti Rekha and I welcome you all to eTuition, Education for Better Tomorrow. It's a digital learning platform for Odia and English medium students. Then what are you waiting for? Please download the app and enroll yourself so that you can avail all the facilities at your fingertips. So, without wasting much time, let us start today's class. Have you watched the previous video related to polynomial? If you have not done, please watch the previous video as I have discussed exercise 2.1. So today we are going to discuss relationship between zeros and coefficient of a polynomial. So shall we start the class now? Are you all ready for that? So let us start. So before that, let me just make you remember what we have studied in the previous class. So if you remember, we have plotted graphs for different kind of polynomial and we have obtained this kind of graph. Like the first graph, it represents the graph of a linear polynomial or linear equation. So here the nature of the graph is it's a straight line, right? So here the horizontal axis is x-axis, that is the value of the variable, and y represents your px. Y represents your px. And for a linear equation in one variable, the solution of the equation is 1. How do you know from the graph? As the graph is intersecting the x-axis at a single point. So from that you can tell that this particular polynomial has 1 0. 1 0. Let us go to the next graph. As you can see, the graph is similar to a parabola. So it is the graph of a quadratic polynomial. It is a graph of quadratic polynomial. And how many zeros you can see here? So you can see two zeros, that is A and B. That means at two different points the line of the quadratic polynomial or the curve of the quadratic polynomial is intersecting the x-axis. So it has two zeros. It is the maximum number of zeros that the polynomial can possess. Other than that, it can have one zero also. It can have zero zeros also. That means no solution also. Correct, children? Now, this is the condition for your cubic polynomial. So, as you can see that the value of px is 0 at three different points, that is A, B and C. So, in this graph, you can observe that there are 3 points on the x-axis where the value of px is equal to 0. So, here this kind of polynomial has 3 zeros. Correct, children? So, this is what we have studied in the previous class. Now, let us go to today's lesson. That is the relationship between the zeros and coefficient of a polynomial. So, I have taken one quadratic polynomial for you. So, hope you have remembered that in case of a linear polynomial, the solution value is nothing but is equal to x is equal to minus b by a. So, this is the relationship between the coefficient of the polynomial in case of linear polynomial. So now today we are going to find out the relationship of between the zeros and coefficient of the quadratic polynomial. So for that reason only I have taken a quadratic equation for you. That is 2x square minus 8x plus 6. Okay children. So if you remember, by splitting the middle term, we can factorize the given equation like this. Okay. So if you remember, the factorization should be in such a way that the summation should be equal to here minus 8 and the product should be equal to 2 into 6, that is 12. So can I write minus 6x and minus 2x in place of minus 8x? I can write, because as you can see, if you multiply minus 6 and minus 2 also, you will get 12. Correct? So plus 6. So what I can write is 2x x minus 3 minus 2x minus 3. Correct or not? So then I can write 2x minus 2 into x minus 3. So here I can take 2 common and I will be left with x minus 1 into x minus 3. Correct or not? So now we can tell that Px 2x square minus 8x plus 6 is equal to 0 for x minus 1 is equal to 0 and x minus 3 is equal to 0. Hence, the zeros of the polynomial are x is equal to 1 and x is equal to 3. X is equal to 1 and x is equal to 3. Now let us find out the relationship between the zeros and the coefficient of the polynomial. So here the sum of the zeros is equal to 1 plus 3, that is equal to 4. Now product of zeros is equal to 1 into 3, that is equal to 3. Let us write down the quadratic polynomial we had, that is 2x square minus 8x plus 6. Okay. So if you compare, so comparing with ax square plus bx plus c. Can you tell me what is the value of a, b and c? So here a is equal to 2, b is equal to minus 8 and c is equal to 6. Correct or not? Okay. So what is a here? A is coefficient of your x square. B is coefficient of x and c is the constant term. So now can I write the sum of the zeros, which is found out to be 4, in this form, that is minus of minus 8 divided by 2, because 4 is equal to 8 by 2. Correct? 4 is equal to 8 by 2, which is nothing but equal to 4. Correct or not? So what is minus 8 here? That is coefficient of x square, right? So that is minus of coefficient of x square divided by, what is 2 here? It is coefficient of x coefficient of x. What about product of 0? So the product of 0 is equal to 3, which is nothing but equal to 6 divided by 2. That is constant divided by coefficient of x. Coefficient of x. So I can write that sum of zeros is equal to minus b by a, and product of zeros is equal to c divided by a. Correct? Okay. So from this, what we can conclude that in general, if alpha and beta are the zeros of quadratic polynomial px is equal to ax square plus bx plus c, where a is not equal to 0, then you know that x minus alpha and x minus beta are the factor of px. Therefore, ax square plus bx plus c is equal to k into x minus alpha into x minus beta, where k is a constant. So we can write it in this form: k into the polynomial, that is equal to x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus product of the zeros, that is alpha beta. So if you open up the bracket, it will be kx square minus k into alpha plus beta into x plus k alpha beta. So comparing the coefficient of x square and x and constant terms on both sides, we get a is equal to k, b is equal to minus k into alpha plus beta, and c is equal to k into alpha beta. So the relationship between the coefficient and the zeros will be alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a, and alpha into beta is equal to c by a. Okay, so you have to remember the relationship to solve the problem. Okay, so sum of the zeros is equal to alpha plus beta, that is minus b by a, which is equal to minus of coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square. Product of zeros alpha beta is equal to c by a, that is constant term divided by coefficient of x square. So इसको याद रखने का easiest method क्या है? Denominator तो same है तुम्हारा, that is coefficient of x square. Only denominator is changing. तो summation के time it is minus of b है जो कि coefficient of x है, और product के time the numerator is the constant term. So just remember this particular relationship. Okay children. So now let us solve one problem related to it. Find the zeros of the quadratic polynomial x square plus 7x plus 10 and verify the relationship between the zeros and coefficient. Okay, so shall we do that? Okay, so first क्या करना है? ये जो पॉलिनोमियल है उसको फैक्टराइज करना. So x square plus 7x plus 10. So that I can write it like x square plus 5x plus 2x plus 10. So that is equal to x into x plus 5 plus 2 into x plus 5. So you will get x plus 5 into x plus 2. Okay. So what will be the, so what are the factors here? X plus 5 and x plus 2. So the zeros are x is equal to minus 5 and x is equal to minus 2. X is equal to minus 5 and x is equal to minus 2. Correct? So we have to verify the relationship between the zeros and the coefficient. So how you are going to do that? So what is the relationship between the zeros and the coefficient? So here basically what you have got is alpha is equal to minus 5 and beta is equal to minus 2. Now comparing the quadratic polynomial, your a is equal to 1, b is equal to 7 and c is equal to 10. So what is the relationship between the zeros and coefficients? So let us find out. So the sum of the zero, that is alpha plus beta here, is equal to how much? Minus 5 minus 2. What's the answer? It is minus 7. So it should be equal to what? It should be equal to minus b divided by a. So let us find out what is minus b divided by a. That is nothing but equal to minus 7 divided by 1, that is minus 7. So the sum of the zeros is verified. So you have got alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. So this part is checked or verified. So now let us verify the other relationship, that is alpha into beta. What is the value of alpha into beta here? So that is equal to minus 5 into minus 2, that is equal to 10. So that should be equal to how much? C by A. So let us see what is the value of C by A here you are getting. That is 10 divided by 1, that is 1. So here alpha beta is equal to C by A. So the relationship is checked or verified. So the zeros of the equation is x is equal to minus 5 and x is equal to minus 2. Okay children, you have understood now. Shall we go to the next example then? Okay. Find the zeros of the polynomial x square minus 3 and verify the relationship between the zeros and the coefficient. Correct? So, we know that x square minus 3 is in the form of what? A square minus b square. So, can I write like this? It is x plus root 3 into x minus root 3. X plus root 3 into x minus root 3. So what will be the zeros of the equation? So zeros are x is equal to either minus root 3 and x is equal to plus root 3. X is equal to plus root 3. So now, from this you can write down alpha is equal to minus root 3 and beta is equal to plus root 3. What about your a, b and c value here? So here a is equal to coefficient of your x square, that is 1. B is equal to coefficient of x, which is not available here. So that is 0. And C is your constant, that is minus 3. Correct or not? So shall we check the relationship then? So alpha plus beta. So alpha plus beta is minus root 3 plus root 3, that is equal to 0. So it should be compared with which value? That is minus b divided by a. What is minus b divided by a? It is 0 by 1, that is 0. So the relationship alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a holds good. Correct? So, the first part is checked. That is the sum of the 0. Now, the product of the zeros. That is root 3 minus root 3 into root 3. The answer is 3. That should be equal to how much? C by A. So, let us check whether it is same or not. That is C by A is equal to minus 3 divided by 1. That is equal to minus 3. Correct or not? So, your alpha into beta is equal to C by A. So, your second relationship between the 0 and the coefficient is checked now. So, the zeros of the polynomial is x is equal to minus root 3 and x is equal to root 3. समझ में आया बच्चों? So, let us go to the next problem. Find a quadratic polynomial, the sum and product of whose zeros are minus 3 and 2 respectively. So, in this particular problem, what is given? So, given is the sum of the zeros, that is alpha plus beta is equal to minus 3 and alpha into beta is equal to 2. So what is alpha plus beta? That is equal to minus b divided by a. What is alpha into beta? That is c divided by a. If I will consider if a is equal to 1, then what will be the value of b then? Then b will be equal to 3, correct? So, इधर a में 1 डालो, तो 1 डालने से 1 into minus 3 minus minus cancel. So, b becomes 3. Similarly, what will be the value of your c? So, c will be equal to 2. So, what will be the equation then? So, your equation will be ax square. So, your equation is ax square plus bx plus c. This is your polynomial. So, px is equal to ax square plus bx plus c. So, अभी a के जगह 1 डालो, b के जगह 3 डालो, c के जगह 2 डालो. So, that is equal to x square plus 3x plus 2. So, if you observe, so this holds good. Instead of 1, if you take other variable, then px will be of the form k into x square plus 3x plus 2, where k is a real number. So, this holds good for the entire quadratic polynomial of this kind. So, this is the solution to this particular problem. समझ में आया बच्चों? So now let us know the formula for cubic polynomial. I am not solving the problem or the derivation part of cubic polynomial by taking an example, because you need to remember it, and from exam point of view it is not there. Just for your information I am just giving you this example. So if it is a cubic polynomial, then alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to minus b by a. Alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha is equal to c by a. And the product alpha beta into gamma is equal to minus d by a. Where what is alpha beta and gamma? Alpha beta and gamma are the zeros of the polynomial, are the zeros of the polynomial. So, we will just solve a problem taking this formula. Okay, children? So, what is that problem? Verify that 3 minus 1 by 3 are the zeros of the cubic polynomial px is equal to 3x cube minus 5x square minus 11x minus 3, and then verify the relationship between the zeros and the coefficient. तो कैसे करेंगे इसको? So verify that, we have to first verify that whether it is zeros or not. So for that, so first let us write down the polynomial as it is. Px is equal to 3x cube minus 5x square minus 11x minus 3. So what will be the value of P3? So P3 is equal to 3x cube. So 3 into 3 cube minus 5 into 3 square minus 11 into 3 minus 3. So either 27, 3 into 3 to the power 3 is 27, 27 into 3 is 81 minus 5 into 9 is 45 minus 33 minus 3. Correct? So if you add 45 and 33 and 3, you will get 81 only. So that is equal to 81 minus 81 is equal to 0. So it is verified that 3 is one of the zeros. Now let us find out P of minus 1. So 3 into minus 1 whole cube minus 5 into minus 1 whole square minus 11 into minus 1 minus 3. So the answer is, it is minus 3 minus 5 plus 11 minus 3. Correct? So minus 11 plus 11 becomes 0. So minus 1 is also one of the zeros. Now let us find out P minus 1 by 3. So 3 into minus 1 by 3 whole cube minus 5 into minus 1 by 3 whole square minus 11 into minus 1 by 3 minus 3. So that is equal to how much? Minus of 3 into 1 by 27 minus 5 divided by 9 plus 11 divided by 3 minus 3. So here 327, that becomes 9. So here minus 1 by 9 minus 5 by 9 plus 11 by 3 minus 3. So your answer is, so here minus 1 minus 5 plus 33 minus 27 divided by 9. So ऊपर का हो गया तुम्हारा 0 by 9. So the answer is 0. Hence it is proved that 3 minus 1 minus 1 by 3 are zeros of the polynomial, as you are getting Px is equal to 0. So now we have to find out the relationship between the alpha, beta and gamma. Correct? So what is your alpha, beta and gamma here? So here alpha is 3. So let me write. So your alpha is 3. Beta is how much? Minus 1. And gamma is minus 1 by 3. Correct. So let us write down our quadratic equation, that is, so 3x cube minus 5x square minus 11x minus 3. So let us write it here. 3x cube minus 5x square minus 11x minus 3. ये है ना तुम्हारा polynomial. Let us check. Okay, yeah, this is the same one. So here, what is the value of a here? So here, so from the polynomial, a is equal to 3, b is equal to minus 5, c is equal to minus 11, and d is equal to minus 3. Correct or not? So let us find out the relationship then. So what is the relationship speaks? So it is alpha plus beta plus gamma, that is equal to 3 plus minus 1 plus minus 1 by 3. So your answer is coming to be, so कर लेते हैं इसको. So इधर आ जाएगा तुम्हारा 3 plus minus 1 is 2. So 2 minus 1 by 3, that is 6 minus 1, that is 5 by 3. That is 5 by 3. Correct. So that is 5 by 3. So अभी 5 by 3 b by a कर लेते हैं. What is minus b by a? So minus b by a is nothing but minus of minus 5 divided by a. a कितना है? 3 है. So that is 5 by 3. So the first relationship, that is alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to minus b by a, is verified. Correct. So now let us take the next relationship. Next relationship क्या है? हमें alpha into beta, beta into gamma and gamma into alpha निकालना है. So 3 into minus 1 plus minus 1 into minus 1 by 3 into plus gamma into alpha. So that is minus 1 by 3 into alpha. Alpha कितना है? 3. Okay. So solve this. Minus 3 minus 1 हो गया plus 1. तो 1 by 3 minus minus 1. करेक्ट है ना? तो तुम्हारा आंसर कितना होता है? सो द आंसर इज minus 9 plus 1 minus 3 divided by 3. So the answer is minus 11 by 3. So this is equal to c by a. So let us check the value of c by a. What is the value of c here? C is minus 11. What is the value of a here? 11 by 3. So the relationship alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma into alpha is equal to c by a is verified. Is verified. Now the last one, the product alpha beta into gamma, that is 3 into minus 1 into minus 1 by 3. So the answer is 1. So that should be equal to how much? That should be equal to minus d by a. देख लो minus d by a होता है कि नहीं? So minus of minus 3 divided by 3. So that is equal to 1. So the relationship alpha beta into gamma is equal to minus d by a is verified. Correct? Is verified. So for a cubic polynomial also you can check whether the zeros satisfy the corresponding formula or not. Okay. So from exam point of view, although the cubic polynomial is not very important, but you should be informed. Okay. So thank you children for your patient hearing. With this we have completed the concept of your second part of your polynomial. So in the next class we will solve exercise 2.2. If you have liked the video, please subscribe the channel and share it with your friends, and don't forget to follow us in YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and don't forget to download the app and enrolling yourself. Okay children, so till the next class, keep smiling and take care of yourself.